Good morning students. Welcome to my YouTube channel Maths Buzz. Today I am taking topic of class 7th, which is chapter 1 integer. This chapter I have already started, and in my previous video this is related to the first exercise where I have discussed various questions and the introduction of the chapter. Second exercise I am taking the property of addition and subtraction of integers, and as you all know, the properties which deals are closure property, commutative, associative and additive identity. So here what we do, we take all the properties like closure, commutative, associative property, taking both the sign, that is addition and subtraction. So here first property I am taking closure property, and we are trying for the addition. So here what we do for addition, we'll see if we add two integers. After adding the two integers, whether the sum is also an integer. This is what our observation is going to be. If the sum is an integer, it means sum of two numbers, two integer is also an integer, and hence integers are closed under addition. So here 25 plus 12, this is 37. As I told in my previous video, how do we add integers? If you are adding the integers of the same sign, they are added and it carries a sign of the your initial numbers, integers which are being added. Now here what we are doing, we are adding a positive integer and we are adding a negative integer. So when there is a conflict, then there is a difference of integer, number one. Number two, what will be the sign of the result? The sign of the result will be the sign of the bigger number. So 19 carries positive sign. First of all, we'll take the difference. Difference is 14, and since 19 carries positive sign, this will also carry positive. So generally we don't write positive sign. If you are not writing, it is understood that this is a positive integer. Clear? Now here we'll say this is an integer. What? Yes, we see this is also an integer, this is also an integer, so this is also integer. It means if A and B are integers, if they are integers, then A plus B is also an integer. This is our statement, concluding statement. Now this is what the result is. Okay, now next what we will do, we'll take the difference. That is when we subtract, then what happens? Here I have taken two integers 7 and 9, we subtract. So here what is happening, you have been given again two different integers. Okay, we'll take the difference. So 9 minus 7 is 2. I am subtracting the lower integer from the bigger one. What the result, what sign the result will carry? It will carry negative sign. Fine. Moving to next, I am subtracting, this is 17 minus 21. So we'll, what we will do, we'll change the sign. There is a negative sign outside, sign inside would change. So here this becomes 17 plus 21 and this is 38. Now if you see, both are an integer. This is an integer and this is also is an integer. So what does it mean? It means if A and B are integers, then A minus B is also an integer. This is also an integer. Hence, integers are closed. So what is the statement? Integers are closed under addition and under subtraction. That is the first property. So that is going to be concluding statement. Integers are closed under addition and subtraction. Clear? After this, we'll take the next property, which is commutative property. Okay, second property. So now we'll take the second property, which is commutative property. Okay, and commutative property was what? Like it was if you add A and B, A plus B, this is same as B plus A. Means addition of the number does not change with the order of the number. Now this property will verify with addition and with subtraction both. Now this is A plus B is equal to B plus A. We are verifying. Okay, we are not sure. So here I am writing 2, I am writing 3. Now what is 2 and 3? This gives me 5. The sum is 5. Here also the sum is 5. So yes, it's commutative. Okay. But this is the first statement. Okay, I have just taken both the integer positive. I'll test it for the negative also, and we can test it for the different integer also. Like you can take one integer positive, one integer as negative, because integers are in, you can say, different signs. So it should hold for all the integers, not for a particular set of integer. So minus 2 plus minus 7, this is minus 7, and here this is also minus 7. So yes, it is commutative. Yeah, it's an integer. It's commutative. So it means the integers are commutative under addition. Okay, so integers are commutative. Integers are commutative under addition. This holds. This is correct. Moving to next is subtraction. We'll just see whether a minus b is equal to b minus a or not. So I have taken the example 3 minus 5. What is the sum? What is 3 minus 5? This is minus 2. And 5 minus 3? This is 2. So this is not correct. Minus 2 is not equal to 2. So no, it's not commutative. We can take another example. What I must say, even your one statement is not holding, then it will not hold for the others as well. We can test the other example, minus 9 minus minus 2. So if we simplify, minus 9 plus 2, and this is minus 2 plus 9. Now what do we get? Here I am getting minus 7 and here I am getting 7. So no. So integers are not commutative under subtraction. So this is integers are not commutative. Not commutative under subtraction. So in a similar way, we have associative property. Like I earlier explained, associative is just the extension of commutative. In commutative, we take 2 numbers. In associative, we take 3 numbers. So in a similar way, the integers are associative under addition, but they are not associative under subtraction. So that is the associative property, third property. Now after this, we'll take fourth property, which is additive identity. So we'll continue with associative property. In associative property, we take 3 numbers. I have written the expression. We can check it. So here this is minus 5, and if you're adding the term inside, this is also minus 5. Moving to the right side, the sum is minus 5 and minus 3. This is minus 8 plus minus 2. Now this is what? This is minus 10 and this is minus 10. Hence it holds. This is correct. So integers are associative for addition. Okay, so associative property holds for integer for under addition, but if you check it for subtraction, it will not hold because there is a minus sign here. We'll just keep the order change, like you will keep minus here, minus here, minus here, so it's not going to hold. So you can check it from yourself. Moving to next is additive identity. So here if you see, if I add 0 to any of the integer, be it negative or positive, I get the same integer back. So it means 0 is the additive identity. It does not change the identity of that particular integer. So this is the expression a plus 0 is equal to 0 plus a, and this is a. Okay. So these are the basic property of addition and subtraction of integers, and we have upcoming exercise 1.2 which is based on the properties. So in my next video I'll be taking exercise 1.2. Watch my next video for the continuation of the exercise. Till then, keep practicing, keep learning. Thank you.